Keara, 9 weeks off, but you made your comeback last week against Huddersfield. How did that go?
Yeah, it was obviously great to get back a bit earlier than we expected. Originally when I got injured, it was looking more towards the back end, potentially season done. But effort to everyone behind the scenes with medical and the team getting me back this last weekend, because it was just a great opportunity to get some game time.
What's that last 9 weeks looked like? What's been the rehab programme for you?
Yeah, it's been tough. It was the middle of the season, everything was happening. Did it at an England session, so it's one where obviously you want to represent your country. But obviously it's there's nothing worse than being sat on the sidelines and your mates going out and playing each week. But for me, it's been 9 weeks of working on myself on and off the pitch, and it's been an opportunity to kind of get some more strengths, get fitter, and just have a bit of a break to come back ready to go for the business end. So I tore my ATFL and my CFL in my ankle. So 2 of the ligaments in there. At first we thought it was going to be grade 2, which is usually about 6 weeks, but it was grade 3, which is the worst one you can do. But yeah, signs were good in terms of my recovery, so it didn't take as long as we expected.
Caitlin Beaver's mentioned that working alongside Lois and being on the sidelines has actually helped a little bit of knowledge about what the coaches want and stuff. Do you ever find that when you sat there watching and gives you a bit of a different perspective?
Yeah, absolutely. She puts us to use, as Lois, when we're on sidelines, had been on stats and stuff, and just seen from that perspective of the stats, the analysis of that in terms of completion, what she's obviously looking for, and how that really does affect how we go when we're playing. So yeah, that's been one, even just looking from a different perspective and being able to contribute like my ideas and just look at how we play from that perspective, I guess.
We had Huddersfield at the weekend. The team have said, and Lois says it wasn't the perfect performance, but we ground out that win. What will you learn from that performance going into this big game on Sunday? Yeah,
it weren't picture perfect. The weather was it was stormy. So obviously conditions on the ball is not great, and we're a team who are quite expansive. We like to throw the ball about, so when the conditions don't allow you to do that, you obviously have to kind of restructure how you're going forward. But we talk about sticking to process and stuff. We probably went away from that, so we one where we come into training tonight and put the wrong the rights there, right the wrong, sorry. But yeah, in terms of what we learnt from it, definitely the grittiness of how we came together as a team, and just the efforts we did, which we need going into the next couple of weeks.
Back at home on Sunday, a massive game, isn't it, against York? It'll be a really good way to finish that home campaign, but what will we be expecting from that team? It's been a tight contest this year, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. What better to end the season on home ground? We can get some fans behind us, and York kind of like a derby, so we always seem to get a good crowd there, so that's really good. In terms of York, obviously, just above us in the table, it's going to be one where 80 minutes of rugby going at each other, so credit to them in terms of how they've gone this season, but we're just looking at ourselves and going to obviously dominate that.